Well, hello everyone. Welcome to week 3 Everyday Wellness here in the Natural Living Club Makeover. I'm so excited to have each and every one of you here. If you're watching the replay, thank you for joining us. We are going to kick off by I want to invite you to introduce yourself in the comments. I see we've got Atlanta here. We've got Washington State. I don't know about you. I don't know if we have any basketball fans here in the house, but I filled out my March Madness bracket this morning because our household is doing that and I'm mildly competitive. So I'm seeing all of these names pop up and I'm like, where did I put Delaware on my bracket? I always want to do a March Madness essential oil bracket. And in one of these years, we're going to do that pairing, which I think would be a lot of fun to do basketball and essential oils. Anyway, hello. Hi, Kim. It's nice to see you. Hello, Kate. Hello, Brenda from sunny Iowa. Hi, Lori. You know what I'm loving about the communities over in the school platform is that we hang out and we're chit-chatting outside of these live events. We had a live Q&A on Monday where so many of you were there and you had the opportunity to ask a question. We have another Q&A coming up this coming Monday. So if you're not yet in the Natural Living Makeover, please join us. It's a free group. We're doing a 6-week makeover where every week has a different theme and we're making products to support an all-natural, toxin-free lifestyle. We would love to have you join us. It is definitely not too late to come on over, join us and get started. So please, join in the fun. We're having a lot of fun over there. All right. So I promised you some giveaways. Now we're doing 2 sets of leaderboard giveaways today. 2 sets. So we have over in our school community, we have our Natural Living Makeover. Again, this is a separate free community where we're going through curriculum, live events, supportive discussions. We have 82 people who are here going through courses and such. So I want to start by doing our leaderboard giveaway for our Natural Living Makeover. So every Wednesday during our 6-week challenge or 6-week makeover, we are doing leaderboard giveaways. It's just an extra thank you for these 10 people who are in our school community, who are engaging with people, asking questions, answering questions, being encouraging. It's such an amazing, nourishing group of people to be involved with. So these are our 7-day winners for our Natural Living Makeover challenge or makeover so far. So Elizabeth, Mia, Rebel Girl, Kim, Angie, Donna, Carrie, Catherine, Chris, and Martha, all of you, and I'm going to take a screenshot of this because it could change at any second. So there's our screenshot for that. So all of these folks, these amazing members of our Natural Living Makeover, all of you are receiving a $25 gift card to go spend at Aromatics International. So please just reach out to us, team@aromatics.com. Anytime it's product related, reach out to team@aromatics.com. Anytime you have a question that's course related, please reach out to us at team@aromahead.com. So this giveaway, please reach out to team@aromatics.com. Elizabeth, Mia, Rebel Girl, Kim, Angie, Donna, Carrie, Catherine, Chris, and Martha. Thank you so much for just getting in there and making this community amazing. It is incredible. It's just popping. People are in here. They're learning. They're asking questions. Again, please join us over here under the classroom. This is where you can find the different courses that are opening every Sunday morning. So unlocking this coming Sunday, March 22nd, is your course on green cleaning. So right now we have week 1, which is Aromatherapy 101 Foundations. That is open for you to go through. Week 2, Natural Skincare is open. And week 3, Everyday Wellness is open, which is very exciting. So come on over. Anytime you want to join one of these events, make sure you're in the right school community, Natural Living Makeover, and then just click on the event and click the link, and that is how you find us. Mondays, we're live inside of school. Wednesdays, we are live here on YouTube. So that's the kind of the cadence for that. You can look here and see where different members are all around the world. Some may be in your town or in your state or in your country. So feel free to reach out and get to know the people who are by you. Here's our leaderboards. And again, next Wednesday, we will be awarding another 7-day leaderboard set of gift cards, and anyone has a chance to get in there and hop in. And we wanted to do the 7 days because if someone is joining right now, we want anyone to have the opportunity to get the leaderboard prize awarded every Wednesday morning during this makeover, which is great. Okay, now I do not want to leave out my Natural Living Club members. So this group has been going for almost 3 years now. We have just an enormous amount of high quality information and connection and community inside of the Natural Living Club. So I let them know over here, and many of you are involved in both. I let them know over here that we're going to be doing a 7-day leaderboard giveaway as well at the beginning of this event, because I just don't want our Natural Living Club members to be left out in any way. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this as well. So we are going to be doing our 7-day leaderboard giveaways to Anne, Tammy, Catherine, you get another prize. I love that. Chris, Elizabeth, Mia, Angie, Carrie, Nancy, and Kaya. And some of you are getting 2 giveaways, and that is so exciting for me. So thank you so much. Often I'll hop in and give our 30-day leaders inside of the Natural Living Club. I'll just pop into DMs and give them a gift card. And that's just a little something we like to do as a way to say thank you for your involvement. And it really is a community collective effort where we're coming in and supporting each other on this big, beautiful journey of living longer and healthier and an all natural lifestyle. So one thing I wanted you to know, that inside of our Natural Living Club, we have a giveaway going right now, another giveaway. So this is running through Saturday, which is going to be March 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And this giveaway, we are going to be giving away, I'm going to make sure I'm remembering the exact number, 3 winners. We're giving away 3 winners to for free enrollment into our Aromatherapy for Natural Living course. Now, this course is fantastic. It's through our school, the Aromahead Institute. We're the largest online aromatherapy school in the world. We have a really rich, wonderful community of students. We'd love to have you join us if you would like to keep studying with us over at Aromahead. So I'm going to be choosing 3 contributors to this particular post inside the Natural Living Club, where you'll be receiving free tuition, lifelong access to our 36-hour course, Aromatherapy for Natural Living. Now, all you need to do to enter this is pop into the comments anytime between now and Saturday. Pop into the comments something that how you're showing up for yourself this week. Maybe it's a nutritious meal. Maybe you are experimenting with a different type of herbal tea. Maybe you are walking around in nature. Whatever it is, just pop in a picture. And we have just over 400 contributions in this particular giveaway. So come on over and please join us. We've got pictures of walks. We have, Julie's cuddling up with her dog. I think they're both dealing with some kidney issues. That's right. We've got so much love to Julie and her dog. We want them to feel better. Laura took some pictures of all these beautiful plants. So Melissa is working on natural pain management and took a picture of that. So come on and join us. Take a picture of something that you're doing for self-care for yourself to promote an all-natural lifestyle, and enter our giveaway. Now, I'm going to run a similar giveaway over in our Natural Living Makeover community. So I'll be popping that in and posting that at the end. When we wrapped up with this live event, we're going to give away 2 Natural Living courses inside of this Natural Living Makeover. So come on over and join in the fun, and you can enter both giveaways, and that would be great too. So there you go. All right, so this week is all about everyday wellness. Now, we're also going to be doing a giveaway throughout this live event together. We also have quiz questions from the coursework that we put together for you for Everyday Wellness Week 3. So we're going to be popping up and doing those quiz questions, going over the content from week 3, as well as making up a stock blend from our recipe PDF that goes along with the content in week 3. So I'm very excited to go through and talk about the benefit of stock blends with you, and why we as aromatherapists love having them around. They're quick, they're easy, and they're blended so that you, or if you're coming down with a cold or flu, you're going to be good to go. You don't have to think about putting together an essential oil blend. So we're going to talk more about that in just a little bit. So in chat, we are going to be throughout our time together, we are going to be putting in, I would love for you to put in one of your favorite things, one of your aha moments, either from the Natural Living Makeover or from our event today, or something you've learned in the discussion community threads inside of the Natural Living Makeover, something that has really stood out for you information-wise, just pop that into our chat, and that's how you enter to win our live giveaway of 3 more $25 gift cards. And Karen, Mina, or Devin has the hard task of choosing our winners. Between them, they're gonna figure that out. We want everyone to win, so it's a hard task. So please put in to the chat one of your takeaways, either from our time together during this event, which we're going to be getting into, or inside of the Natural Living Club, or inside of the Natural Living Makeover, something that has really stood out to you. It's just fun to learn what you're resonating with and what you're learning and what you're taking away and applying to your natural living life goals, which is great. Okay. So let's go ahead and pop up. We're going to go through our quiz. And remember, this content for the quiz is coming through our Natural Living Makeover, our week 3 classroom. So I'm going to click into here, and this is where you can go through the content for week 3, which is all about supporting just everyday wellness. And what I mean by that is maybe you have seasonal allergies, maybe you're coming down with a cold or flu, maybe you just can't sleep, maybe you have a headache or a migraine coming on, or you're just having a hard time with your digestive system. This is all about just everyday wellness, okay? So things that are just kind of popping up every day that essential oils can really come in and help you solve whatever is going on. So I have some different essential oil recipe ideas, essential oil chemistry focus, different oils to turn to, and just how to approach allergy relief and digestive support and all of these things from a holistic approach. So we're going to dive into that shortly. Let's go ahead and put up our first quiz question for today. I know I put in a little bit more information into this particular course than I had intended, but what do you leave out? I wanted you to have all the information. Okay. True or false? True or false? This is your first quiz question. We recommend aromatherapy as your complete and only approach to medical care. True or false? We recommend aromatherapy as your complete and only approach to medical care. All right. So while you are popping in your answers, true or false, again, if you're just joining us, hello and welcome. Please introduce yourself in the chat. Let us know where you're coming from. I love all of these aha moments that are coming in. And I love this comment. I have felt so blessed to be a part of this awesome community. It's a truly just loving, nurturing, completely supportive community that I have not been able to find anywhere else outside of the groups that we have been working with and the communities here. It's really, really amazing. Other takeaways: how to choose substitutions for an essential oil you don't have, which is great. All right, we've got our true or false coming in right here. I love it. All right, we've got 191 votes. I'll give it a little bit more time, and then we're going to talk this through. All right, there we go. So we've got 99% of you voted false, 1% of you voted true, and this could be a nuanced answer, right? So we recommend aromatherapy as your complete and only approach to medical care. So for this answer, it is technically false, although aromatherapy is such an incredible place to start. And it can actually be the entire answer depending on what's going on, right? So we always want to turn to our plants. We always want to turn to nature as a way to help us heal, to rejuvenate, and to just in a really healthy way to support our bodies in terms of whatever it is we're going through. We love starting with plants. Now, when you are layering in a more, let's say, long-term pain management strategy, or maybe you are, unfortunately, you have like a cancer diagnosis or something that's really a major or acute health challenge, that's where we like to partner with other practitioners, other healthcare providers to then help with the symptoms of chemotherapy or to help with the symptoms of whatever else might be going on, right? So it's a really great place to start. And it's a wonderful, wonderful approach to partner with different things. You know, whatever's causing that nausea, you could make yourself or your friend or your family member or a client a nausea relief inhaler, for example. So there's a lot of great ways to partner with the medical world, whether it's Chinese medicine, Western medicine, acupuncture, however you're supporting your health and whatever your goals are. You can work aromatherapy into it, or you can start with aromatherapy. And a lot of times that's a complete and wonderful approach to figuring out the entire thing. That is the solution. So that is your nuanced answer for that particular question. All right, let's go ahead and do our second quiz question. All right, true or false? A stock blend is a 3% dilution of essential oils in a carrier oil or a carrier product. A stock blend is a 3% dilution of essential oils in a carrier oil. True or false? I love that. And I love all of the aha moments that are coming in. Bonnie said, how much sense it made that the parts of the plants are so specific to their therapeutic uses and how useful the habit of making stock blends is going to be. I love that. I know. Stock blends, especially if you are, it gives you the opportunity. Well, let's talk more about stock blends after you put in true or false. A stock blend is a 3% dilution of essential oils in a carrier oil. True or false? All right. I know. I love this too, Katie. Being able to reach for something non-toxic for my family for everyday issues is amazing. It really is. It really is. And why not lean into the power of plants and let them shine in the moments that they can really get in and really get something done, which is wonderful. I love that. All right. We've got lots of answers coming in. Rowan, my takeaway was the concept of minimizing condensation for the longevity of our products, such as lotions and hydrosols. Yep, I like that. I like that.
Okay, so I did end the poll.
Okay.
We had 70. You have to scroll up a bit.
Okay. I love when we can have a discussion. Okay, so 72% of you said false. A stock blend is a 3% dilution of essential oils in a carrier oil. 28% said true, that a stock blend is a 3% dilution. So a stock blend, so the correct answer is false. So a stock blend, which is great. We love using these pop-up quizzes as a way just to have a conversation and to really just really enrich your learning experience. So regardless of if you got it right or wrong, thank you so much for putting in your answers. So a stock blend is an aromatherapist way of saying essential oils that are completely neat, or they're not necessarily neat. They're not blended into a carrier at all. So it's just pure, straight essential oil that we put together into often a 5 ml bottle of some sort. You can also make a 15 ml or 18 ml stock blend. It's up to you, but we like to do a 5 ml stock blend. And stock blends are, again, just straight essential oil. Now, what we love about stock blends is you can take this straight essential oil and then you can just, without thinking about it, you can pop in, let's say 5 to 8 drops or more into your diffuser. You don't have to measure out, collect all of your oils. You think, oh, I'm coming down with a cold or flu. I want my diffuser going right away. I'm just going to grab my stock blend that I know I've done my homework. I know each one of those oils is going to help with my cold or flu support. I've selected these oils intentionally for myself, my household, whatever it is, your office space, whatever it might be. And you just take, instead of putting in 2 drops of this, 1 drop of that, 3 drops of that, you've already done all of the aroma math into your stock blend where you have 20% of this, 20% of that, etc. And you just take your stock blend and you drop it into your diffuser or on your inhaler in a little bit of lotion. That's quick and dirty aromatherapy, is to put a little bit of your stock blend on lotion right on your chest right away. Those are ways you can use a stock blend. You can have it on hand. It's going to be quick and easy to use, and it often will help you just be present for yourself and your health in that moment, which we love stock blends for that particular thing. Again, if you want to read more about stock blends, we've got information in our week 3 of our Natural Living Makeover. So please come on over if you haven't had a chance yet and go through And I put in, again, more information than I had originally intended, but I really just wanted to give you a good foundation as a springboard to continue your learning. And I wanted to put in some chemistry, I wanted to put in some plant part guidance, and I wanted to showcase oils outside of our recommended supply list that can really help with digestion, that can really help with sleep support, that can really help with all of these different things. So I wanted you to have some options and some choices as we go through. Now, many of you have been asking where this information will live after our 6 weeks concludes. So this Natural Living Makeover community will be open for 7 weeks. The 7th week is a chance for you to have some time to make up if you need to go back through coursework or to print off things or whatever it might be. We're also going to explore different options in terms of ways for you to keep learning. So this Natural Living Makeover is meant to just either provide a really solid foundation in aromatherapy for you to build on, or to be a refresher, because it's easy to kind of jump right into all of your things, and it's nice to go through and have a refresher of just the aromatherapy 101 foundational basics. So that week 7, we're going to explore different ways for you to keep learning. We're going to evaluate your goals together. Maybe you're kind of thinking, oh, I might want to become more of an expert in this. I might want to start a side business or a full business with my aromatherapy passion. Or I just want to learn as much as I can for X, Y, or Z, whatever that is. We're going to explore more options for you in week 7. And then this group will close. And all of this content will be what we will take over inside of the Natural Living Club. And any Natural Living Club member will have lifetime access right there in the classroom section of this community. So that's kind of the big picture of where we are going and what is happening. All right, let's go ahead and do our 3rd quiz question before we start blending. I know, I love refreshers too. Okay, our 3rd quiz question. Proper digestion begins with a calm nervous system. Proper digestion begins with a calm nervous system. Now, we have 5 quiz questions. I easily could have done 50 quiz questions from this particular section, but I want this pop quiz to be fun and easy. Assessment for us over at the Aromahead Institute is a way for us to help our students just really solidify, do self-evaluation with where they're at with their understanding. We love assessment because it's a learning tool and it's a guiding tool to make all of us stronger with our aromatherapy foundations, wherever we're at. So we love quizzes and we love doing these things as a way to help with the learning process. It's never a gotcha. We're never trying to, we want everyone to get 100% all the time. And we're here to partner with you to help you as you're going through the learning journey. Okay, so proper digestion begins with a calm nervous system. True or false? We've got 176 votes coming in. All right, so the poll has ended. Everyone has put in their votes. We've got true. 97% of you said true, 3% of you said false. Well, and I'm sure there's a way to interpret and to put together a solid argument however you're thinking about it. I was intending the answer for this to be true. Proper digestion begins with a calm nervous system. What I mean by that is when you're able to have a calmer outlook, when your body and your emotions are more regulated in terms of, the right amount of where they should be. Sometimes we can get too hot or we can get too cold wherever our emotions are, and that can really affect our digestive system, right? So the goal of a really proper digestive system is to have a calm nervous system. I don't know about you, but if I'm stressed or I'm really anxious about something, for me, that often translates into a tight digestive system where things are just really are just not going the way that they should be going, right? So if we can calm our emotions, if we can realign, if we can ground, that will give us a good springboard to help our bodies with digestion. Now, sometimes that's not what's going on, right? It's not just about looking at the emotional piece of how that affects our digestive. A lot of times there's a therapeutic, there is a digestive challenge that's happening outside of our emotions. And that's where we begin with calming our emotions when we're trying to work with digestion, but then we springboard into looking at oils that can help with that. Now, in the digestive section of our week 3, if that, now I would love just to know, I would love to know out of this lineup, if you could just pop it into the comments, just because I am curious, which of these sections really is is coming and speaking to you the most. Maybe you're dealing with cold and flu. Maybe you're dealing with allergies. Maybe you are having a hard time with your digestive system. Maybe you're dealing with muscle or joint pain, headaches, neck tension, migraines. Maybe it's skin irritation or cuts and bruises for your household. Maybe it's supporting restful sleep. Whatever it is, if there's one of these things that are really standing out to you, I would love to know that in the chat as well, just because I'm interested to see what people are gravitating towards. I know it's spring. It's spring, except if you're on the East Coast, and then you're still in winter here in the US. So we're really thinking about everyone in terms of the weather they're experiencing. It's supposed to be 90 degrees in Colorado this coming weekend, which is just, to me, that's just a lot for March. Some of our members are over on the East Coast and they're just buried in snow right now. I know just the images of seeing like semis down. I'm not sure where that is even at in Michigan, just snow everywhere. So whatever weather you're experiencing, we are sending a lot of love and just support for you. Again, I would love to know out of this section which one of these are really resonating with you. And if you could do us a huge favor, if you could subscribe to our YouTube channel, if you could like this video, it really helps us get the word out about how aromatherapy can be so supportive to living an all-natural life. So that would be a huge favor. We would love for you to do that. That way, when we go live, you won't miss any of our live events. If you are subscribed to our channel, you'll get a notification from YouTube letting you know that we're live, which is great. Okay, all of them. I know, all of them. Lisa is saying muscle and joint care. There you go. Oh my goodness, almost 100 to New Mexico. There you go, 90 in California. So maybe that's more of a allergy support situation. Digestive support, but all of them. Migraines and general pain. Digestion and migraines. There we go. So Devin, I've been talking. Where are we at? We did the poll?
We did the poll, yeah.
And we ended it and I talked about it, right?
We did, but we do have another poll ready.
We have another quiz question. All right. Allergies for Tanya. Okay, I love it. Okay, let's go ahead and do our next quiz question, our fourth quiz question. I know, digestion support is so important. All right, true or false? Apinine, which if this is your first live event with us ever and you're not sure what's going on, welcome and thank you for being here. These are quiz questions from our Natural Living Makeover Week 3 course. Apinine, which is a chemical component found in some essential oils, helps to support circulation and calm inflammation. Is this true or false? And if you're like, what? Just take a guess. If you're not quite sure or quite remember from our course, apinine helps to support circulation and calm inflammation. True or false? I know, I am also really looking forward to next week. It's all about green cleaning, which I love because it's about to be spring in this hemisphere. March 20 is the official day of spring. So it's time to get our cleaning supplies together and to get in there and refresh our homes with all natural green cleaning. So that's next week. That course will open Sunday morning with recipes and information. So I'm really excited about that. All right. Okay. So 94% of you said true, that apinine helps to support circulation and calm inflammation. 6% said false. So it is true. Apinine, which is a researched chemical component often found in many essential oils, helps to support circulation and helps to calm inflammation, making it a really great choice for pain and inflammation management, which is fantastic. Now, I wanted to show you some additional resources for looking at chemistry. Maybe you do not have the recommended oils that we have on our recipe PDF for this week or in our recommended supply list. I want to just show you how you can there's two ways to get to data.aromatics.com, which is where you can look at chemistry. You can go down to learn and you can do component search on aromatics.com, which is great. You can search by component. So we know that apinine, I'm going to go here, that apinine, we'll just see if that just pops up. That would be nice. Which is alpha pinene. There we go. Apinine is good for circulation and inflammation, right? To help those things go away. So I'm going to kick this up a little bit. I'm going to start at 5%. And I'm going to look for all of the essential oils that have apinine in them. And I want it to be a pretty high percentage of apinine, right? Because I want that oil that's going to get in there and really help. Let's take this all the way up here because we don't want to leave any, we can leave that at 100. We don't want to leave any of that out. But let's see what are the top oils that contain apinine. And this is just giving you an insight into chemistry and how professional level aromatherapists approach blending when it comes to chemistry and chemical components. So these components for decades now have been researched and proven to do X, Y, or Z. So apinine, we know, helps with circulation, helps with pain and inflammation management because of studies that have been done, which is fantastic. So I'm going to keep going here to see what oils are really high in alpha pinene. We've got our frankincense sacra, our Canuka, and our green myrtle, which is great. And you know, you can get, so a 35% apinene is considered high, right? And this is where the art, the heart, and science of aromatherapy starts to come together, right? So if you have a set of oils that are rich in apinene, this is where you then do an intake form for yourself, for a family member, for a friend, for a client, whoever it is, and you figure out what's going on. Because if you can have an oil that's rich in apinene, but also has the energetic and emotional properties to help with, say, soothing those emotions. Maybe there's a deep depression going on. You can choose an oil that's good for pain and inflammation, that's also good for that deep depression relief. And that's where you start to play and start to bring in that creativity piece when it comes to putting together blends that are going to get results for the individual. Now, we're all unique. We all have different things going on. It's not just pain and inflammation. It's not just cold and flu. It's not just this thing. We also have big lives that we're living. We also are going into spring break. Maybe that's creating some stress around travel because, you know, TSA lines are, I heard 5 hours the other day. 5 hours, I'm not sure which airport, but that's a lot that's going on, a lot to manage. So sometimes you just need to, almost always you need to keep in mind everything that's going on for that particular person, whether it's you, yourself, again, your clients, whatever it is. That's just one way, an approach to looking at blending. But when you have more information, you're able to get better results with your essential oil blends, strategy, approach, protocols, all of that. So I just wanted to give you and make sure you knew about this tool over here at data.aromatics.com. I also wanted to point out too, those of you who, I'm going to go back to aromatics.com over here. I want to just point out, while we're here, I want to point out something that you have. I'm going to need to sign in. So maybe we don't share this part. I'm going to sign in, dive in so that I can model some stuff for them. Here we go. Continue. Oh, it's going to have me do continuous shop. I'm going to do email, continue. Oh, I've got to authenticate. That's great. High security. I like it. I've got my code here. I'm signing into my account so I can model and show you where some stuff is. And I'm having to re-sign in, which is great. Okay, there we go. I am about to be in. Here we go. So I'm at my dashboard for my account, and we've got a lot of promotions flying around. I want to make sure that you don't miss out on anything. So for example, our deal of the week for our Natural Living Makeover members, our Natural Living Club members, is a 5 ml Ravensara or Ply essential oil on any order over $40, and you would select that at checkout, and I can model what that looks like for you at the end of our time together. So both Ravensara and Ply are so good for that pain and that inflammation, and it's because of their particular chemistry and chemical components. Now, we also have those of you who are in our Thriving Aromatherapist community. I don't want you to forget that you have beta access to our brand new personal assistant. We are so excited about Timely. That's the name of your personal assistant. So I'm going to ask Timely, if I have back pain, should I use Ravensara or Ply? I want to just show you the power of this particular tool. And then if you have a question you would like me to ask timely, just pop it into the chat because I just want to show you how powerful this personal assistant is becoming. So we have Aromahead, Aromatics, Thrive. This community has been around since the mid-90s. We have thousands of blogs. We have thousands of hours of coursework. We have recipes, almost 2,000 recipes. We've got so much content. We're putting all of this into Timely as your personal assistant so that you can use Timely to help you with whatever your aromatherapy goals are for yourself, whether it's personal or professional or a combination of both. So let's go ahead and see what Timely is suggesting. So for back pain, both Ravensara and Ply offer benefits, but they work differently, and Ply stands out as particularly effective, which was potentially our instinct. If you have studied both of these oils, you would probably have had that intuition that Ply is going to be a stronger choice for pain and inflammation, but let's go ahead and read about it. So Ply is known for its cooling, anti-inflammatory, pain-relieving properties. Ravensara is an anti-inflammatory, analgesic, antispasmodic. Here's where we can compare back and forth. It creates a particular recipe based on recipes we've been putting into this particular personal assistant. I'm so excited about this personal assistant. Our development team, which is my brother, is running with this, burning the midnight oil, getting this ready for us. And it will be open to the general public sometime soon. But if you are in the Thriving Aromatherapist community, you have access to this in beta form right now. It's beta because we're putting everything in. So every day it's getting stronger and stronger and more knowledgeable and more knowledgeable. And we are so excited about Timely. It gives us a little summary. And what I love is that it goes here into sources. Those of you who are in our certification program and you're doing your research paper to get certified, this is where you can go and just find all of these resources so quick and so easy because it's different studies that we've mentioned throughout the decades. It's, again, looking at that research. It's looking at different classes, different blogs, different recipe or essential oil data sheets, whatever it is that we're referencing, it's right here. It is so powerful and so great. So if you've got a question that you want me to throw into Timely, I would love to ask your question just to model one more question and answer, and then we will, do our fifth question, which is great. Did you see one come through, Devin, that would be good to ask? Yeah, that's fine. Well, that's fine. If you have a question you want me to ask Timely, pop that in and we can keep looking at that at the end of our time together, which is great. Okay, let's do our final question. Here we go. Our final quiz question. Simple essential oil practices used consistently often create the most meaningful change. So simple essential oil practices used consistently often create the most meaningful change. True or false? True or false? It could not be more of a family business, Sandra. And we love it so much. We all wear 10 different hats, right? And we've got a team all over the world helping to support. It's just a really amazing team we're very, very thankful for. All right. So true or false? Simple essential oil practices used consistently often create the most meaningful change. Now, while you're putting in true or false, I'm going to go back over here into the course. And I saw a smattering of interest in terms of which of these topics were your favorite in terms of looking at the chat. Some of you said headache, neck tension, muscle discomfort, restful sleep. So I want to go through and we've got our recommended supply kit that you can purchase at aromatics.com and make all of the recommended weekly recipes as we go through. I went ahead and put in a lot more options because I just wanted you to have everything that you need, or not everything. I wanted you to have a very robust foundation to go from if you are looking at how to support restful sleep or whatever it might be. So I went ahead and put in additional ideas, suggestions, recipes, essential oil recommendations into each section. It's very comprehensive, which is more than I intended for a beginning level course, but I'm really happy to share this information with you. So plant parts, looking at that support sleep. We've been studying plant part blending by plant part, which is a wonderful way to do your blending. We looked at how to do a bedtime routine here, and then some essential oil spotlights for sleep. And I just put in, not only are they notable in terms of the research around these oils supporting sleep, but they are oils that are tried and true that we use all the time in our sleep blends that really usher in that deep, restful sleep that can help you get to sleep and stay asleep all night, which is great. Cape chamomile, you know I love Cape chamomile for sleep support, lavender, rosewood, spikenard, and then we've got some ideas in terms of sleep blends that we popped in here that are in addition to your recipe PDF for this week. All right, let's go back to, I want to see how we're doing with our quiz questions. Our last quiz question: simple essential oil practices used consistently often create the most meaningful change. 99% of you said true, 1% said false, and I love that so much. So yes, this is absolutely true. So when you are putting in your own personal relationship to your essential oil work, now we've talked about in our Q&A events and our live events how we all have a different relationship to aroma. We all have a different relationship to how we like to invite essential oils into our lives. Some of us are incredibly sensitive to aroma, right? And some of us, the more aroma, the better. It just depends on how we are using and working with our oils and our own personal preference to when to invite them in and how often. We talked about how often should you use essential oils. We have an article in both of the Natural Living Club and in our Natural Living Makeover looking at how often do I use essential oils. So I use them every single minute of every single day. So we've talked about the frequency and looking at what is my overall intention. What am I trying to work on today in terms of my own health, my own healing, my own journey, my own grounding, my own spiritual work, my own practice of life right now? What am I working on? And then creating a protocol throughout the day with different essential oil blends that supports that overall intention. So those are the conversations that we're having inside of the Natural Living Club, inside of the Natural Living Makeover. So please join us if you haven't yet, which is very exciting. Okay, so those are your quiz questions for today. We're going to go through the same routine. After this event, I'm going to pop in our big giveaway of our 36-hour natural living course offered at aromahead.com. It's a 36-hour course. It's a $279 fee for joining that course. Becoming a student enrollment fee is the word I'm looking for. So we're going to give away a total of 5. We're going to give away 3 natural living courses inside of NLC and 2 natural living courses inside of our Natural Living Makeover. So you have an opportunity to participate in both if you would like. Just make sure you're a member of both communities, which is great. So we're going to go through and run that through Saturday, and we'll choose our winners Saturday, just like we've been doing with a bigger giveaway. How you participate in those giveaways, you can read all about it in the posts inside of the NLC. It's up and running inside of the Natural Living Makeover. I'll put that up in the next hour or so. So on Friday, I would love for you to come in and share your week 3 takeaways. Sunday morning, I'll unlock our week 4 coursework. On Monday, we'll have our week 4 Q&A where you're welcome to come inside of school, ask questions. We've had such engaging conversations. You can find the replays for those Q&As inside of our Natural Living Makeover. And then on Wednesday, we'll be giving more 7-day leaderboard prizes out here on our live event. So please make sure that you join us live. How you enter our live giveaway that we have going on right now is just put in one aha moment, either from our presentation right now or from the coursework we've been doing or a discussion you've been having inside of our school communities. Just pop that in and we will choose 3 of you who are live here to receive a $25 gift card. So that's how this is all working, and it's been absolutely a delight and a pleasure to lead these communities and to talk about different strategies with you. I'm learning so much from you, and I hope you're learning so much from everyone here inside of the experience. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our stock blend for this week. I'm going to go back into my week 3 course, and up here this says I'll take you all the way back out. So here I'm in classroom. I'm going to go into everyday wellness, which is the week we're in right now. I'm going to go into week 3 recipe PDF. I'm going to click the recipe PDF, and this is where you can find all of the recipes that we are highlighting and talking about this week. Now, I gave you, again, additional recipes inside of the course, which was so much fun to do. But this will help you. For example, we're going to put together our stock blend it's called the Ready Shield Blend. Okay. So it's an immune support stock blend designed for respiratory clarity, seasonal resilience. So if I have this stock blend, which I'm about to have on my shelf, I'm going to take this right on home. In this stock blend, we're going to be working with Rab and Sara. I'm going to pull the oils over here. We're going to be working with tea tree, black spruce. We're going to be working with sweet orange. And we are going to be working with distilled lime, which again, we've been talking about the differences between distilled and cold pressed lime. Distilled lime is not phototoxic, cold pressed lime is. So we prefer to work with distilled lime here at aromatics.com because we want to avoid any kind of negative reaction. All right, we've got lime right there. So these are the oils that are going into our stock blend. And a stock blend, again, like we've been talking about, is just pure essential oil, no carrier. So that means, again, we've talked about shelf life as well, because every essential oil, every aromatherapy product has an ideal shelf life. We calculate that from the second it's distilled, whereas a lot of other approaches calculate that from the moment you receive it in your mailbox, right? And we feel as though there could be a 1 to 2 year period where you just don't know when it was distilled. There's a missing piece of information right there. So we have all of the information in terms of distillation dates for all of our oils and products, or production dates, press dates, whatever it might be. However, the aromatherapy product was extracted from its plant counterpart. So all of these have recommended shelf lives. And how you calculate the shelf life of your stock blend is it's the lowest shelf life, or the shortest shelf life, of the aromatherapy ingredient in that blend. So for this, for example, I just know that our citruses have the shortest shelf life of this lineup. And you can go and you can look at either your essential oil data sheets inside of your AromaHead courses, or you can look at your essential oil description over at aromatics.com. We have the shelf life distillation date for all of these things there for you to reference. So in this particular blend, stock blend for cold and flu, we are going to, our sweet orange and our lime have the shortest shelf life of 1 to 2 years. And so we are going to know that our stock blend is going to be 1 to 2 years. Now it's a range like that because some people keep their oils out on the counter by the window. Some people keep them in a little special essential oil mini fridge. Some people keep them in a cold, dark space in the basement. So how you take care of your oil and the amount of air between the shoulder and the level of oil, the amount of air in that bottle also can help speed up or slow down the oxidization process. So these are all factors that go into making sure you have vibrant oils. When you have vibrant oils, you're going to get vibrant results from your recipes. So it's a really important thing to keep in mind. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and blend this up. Now, if I were to take this stock blend and I feel like I'm getting sick, you've got that scratchy throat, someone at work was sick, you're like, oh no, I think I'm coming down with something. You want to do a full quart press using this stock blend. So I would take 1 drop and I would do a steam treatment, a bowl of boiling water, 1 drop of my stock blend, put a big towel over and just breathe in for 10 minutes. That's going to help right away. A lot of times if you can clear that sinus area of any kind of germs, that's how you're going to avoid getting sick. It's so much easier to keep a cold or flu from starting than it is if you're 2 weeks into it to get that. Of course, our oils are going to help with that healing process. But if you can stop a cold or flu in its tracks using these strategies, you're going to have such a better, either a really, really short cold or no cold at all, which is great. You could also take the stock blend, put it on an inhaler. So you're not having to drop. You can just do 1 particular bottle. These are all different things that you can do. You can put it in your salt scrub, ways to take these oils and use them throughout the day to help a cold or flu not take root at all, which is what we're ultimately going for. So I'm going to make this stock blend with you. I'm going to do 25 drops of our beautiful Ravensara. Gorgeous. All right. I'm going to count this out. There's 25 roughly, as well as I can count quickly because those drops are flying out. There is 25 drops. Okay, now we're going to do 25 drops of tea tree. There we go, 25 drops of tea tree. Now we're going to do our 20 drops of black spruce. And again, you know now that we've selected each one of these oils to be a part of the conversation in a very intentional way to create a stock blend that's going to help with that immune support designed for respiratory clarity and seasonal resilience. Okay, we're going to do our 15 drops of black spruce. Nope, we're going to do 20 drops of black spruce. There we go. Now, these are amazing oils for respiratory, for cold and flu support. And now we're popping in our citruses to help with that immune fortification, right? We've got our 15 drops of sweet orange. There we go. Sweet orange is never phototoxic. It's one of those citruses you don't have to worry about at all. And again, if you're using distilled lime, steamed distilled lime, you don't have to worry about that phototoxic. I love this. It smells so good. All these oils smell just so good. All right, 15 drops of our lime. There we go. Make sure I've got the right. So after this, I'm going to label this. I'm going to put the name of the blend. I'm going to put the date it was blended so I can keep track of the shelf life. So that is how you make a stock blend. And now what I can do is I don't have to carry around all of these oils. We love stock blends for traveling, for any kind of thing where you just need one bottle of oil instead of 5 bottles of oil. It's a fantastic thing to have on your shelf, which is great. So again, you could use this in an inhaler. You could use this in anything that you want where you would normally take and work on a ready shield protocol for keeping your immune system supported for that respiratory clarity and seasonal resilience. Also in this PDF, different suggestions on how to use the stock blend that we just blended. Different version for kids, because with kids, we want to be careful with the chemistry, the chemical components that we're using. You really want to make sure you're working with kid-safe oils, which is an entire theme coming up for one of our weeks, kids and pets. So we're going to be talking about strategies for oils around and with kids and pets. Okay, so that's coming up. We've got an incredible recipe for digestive support if you're just feeling uncomfortable or you're feeling nauseous. And then ways to help with your nausea as you're traveling. And then for kids, a different alternative recipe here, because again, we want to make sure our kids are using essential oils safely. Okay, I want to head back over to our comments over here. This hour has completely just flown by. If you have any questions, please pop them in here. If you have a question you want me to ask timely, which is again our personal assistant app that we are in the process of building out. It's available in beta form to any of our thriving aromatherapists over in Thrive, and it will be coming to the general public very soon. We're so excited about that. Okay. Oh, I love this. I treasure me creations. My aha moment is how much I miss all of you. Oh, that's amazing. Well, we're so happy that you're here. I know it's great to carry with you, Sue. I love that. Sweet marjoram is lovely. I love this. I wish there could be 2 of me because I want to hang out in the comments with you the entire time and also be going through the workshop with you, which is great. Okay, so those of you who are entering in your aha moments, that's how you enter our live giveaway today. So do we have our 3 winners selected? We're still grabbing our winners. So keep putting in your So Sandra, great question. So this is 100% essential oil in our stock blend. That's the 100% right there. And then you can look back through the recipe and it's like 25% Ravensara, 25% tea tree, and you can kind of break it down that way. And we're very intentional with not just doing equal amounts of all of them. We're very intentional with the number of drops we formulated for this. And we teach you how to do that inside of our higher level learning courses, right? Our essential oil specialist course, inside of our aromatherapy certification course, our scholars program, for example. So that is that.
We do have our winners.
We've got our winners for our live giveaway.
Okay,
Winner number 1 is Lori
Emler.
Emler.
Number 2, Jan Steen Bacher.
Jan Steenbacher.
And number 3, Katie B7X.
Katie B7X. You are our 3 winners today. If you could please email us, team@aromatics.com. Michelle will so graciously issue your $25 gift cards to go and shop at aromatics.com. Now, don't forget, we've got a promotion running right now. Any order over $40 at aromatics.com, we will give you the option of either a 5 ml Ravensara or a 5 ml Ply, which is fantastic. We love both of these oils for different reasons. I want to show you too, I'm over here at aromatics.com. I want to show you how to make sure you claim your 5 ml. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go shop all. I'm going to go DIY bundles. That's how I'm going to find my recommended supplies for this. Okay, so how about we search? Let's search. We're going to type in Makeover. I just want to make sure you know you've got discounted supply options. We put down up to a 30% discount on all of the supplies we're talking or the supplies we're using to make the recipes on the PDFs. I'm giving you additional fun recipes and oil suggestions outside of this. But for the oils we have on the PDFs that we're talking about, you can add all of them to your cart and save up to 30%. And you can go through, and if you already have black spruce, or you already have lavender, let's say you don't need all of these, you just need a few, or you just need some. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to add these to my cart. I'm still getting above a 20% discount. And this runs through the 7-week makeover. All right, I'm going to go to checkout because I want to show you. You just need to have $40 worth of stuff in your account. And then you can choose right here whether you want the free Ply 5 ml or the free 5 ml of Ravensara. I'm going to add Ply in here. And this is where if you have any kind of credit, it will pop up right here and you can apply your credit. You can apply your drops. All of these good things. So I just wanted to make sure you knew how that worked and the discounts you have available for you. This has been absolutely delightful. Thank you for spending this time with us during our week 3 workshop that is all about everyday wellness. If you haven't yet had a chance to go through the week 3 course material, it is rich with content, with practical everyday solutions, looking at oils and recipes for everyday wellness. I would love for you to go through that course. Our green cleaning class opens Sunday morning on March 22nd. So I'm very excited for you to dive into green cleaning next week. We're going to have a lot of fun and we're going to make some green cleaning supplies together. All right, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the replay if you weren't able to make it live. And we will see you next time. Bye for now.